guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Latoya, and today's video is going to be a things you need to know before you move to Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, before I even get into the video, I need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you can know when I am uploading a new video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Disclaimer, I also want all of you to know before I even get started that this is based upon my experience, Asia's experience. So let's get right into it. Things you need to know before moving here. One is all of your flights most likely may be a connecting flight. It's very hard to get a non-stop flight out of Charlotte just because most of the connecting flights are going to Atlanta first. I have seen it in situations to where if I do have a connecting flight, it goes to Atlanta, Chicago, Houston, things of those places, but most likely 9 times out of 10 Atlanta if you're not getting a non-stop flight, which I'd rather do non-stop than to stop somewhere else. But it's very hard to get a flight that's not connecting out of Charlotte. So this is big for people who are younger, like people like me. I'm not really sure how the older clubs may be, but just like club experience for 21 and up. I know a lot of the clubs that I do go to, they play like ratchet fight music or twerk music. Now let me say this too. I did move to Charlotte from Atlanta. So Atlanta is a little bit more, it's a larger city, and they play like really good music, like diverse music, like African music. They play hip hop, Spanish, like it's more diverse in Atlanta. So just coming here and nightlife is just like period. Like there's no way around that. Like I hate Charlotte nightlife. Like if you go out, you're gonna hear like old songs like Geeked Up. You're gonna hear twerk songs like Hands Up, twerk some girl, like stuff like that. Like when you go to the club, you want to hear like urban stuff, like new songs, and so you can get the vibe. But here, the DJs, I'm sorry if you're a DJ in Charlotte and you're watching this, I'm sorry, but y'all be playing some trash music. And I be going everywhere. Like it's not that I've been to like 1 or 2 clubs, or I go like everywhere to see what the scene is like. And nah. The only place that I have been that plays good music is the strip club, Cameo and Onyx. They got good DJs. And also when Label was open, which is closed now, it's now changed to World Nightclub. When Label was open, that Label DJ like on Sunday nights was lit. But other than that, no. I also meant to say clubs in Charlotte do close at 2, but if you're looking for a good after-hour spot, I would highly recommend Crystal's Reggae Club, because Crystal's be lit until about like 4:35ish. But still too, you can go to like Onyx. I think Cameo's closed. I looked it up the other day because I wanted to go, but I think Cameo's closed. Not really sure, but it said closed permanently on Google. Don't quote me on that. But Onyx is a good place to go to after 2 if you want to go do something after the club, which I think Onyx may be open until like 5. If you are living here, you do need a car. Charlotte is spread out. We do have public transportation. It's called CATS. I was just about to say, like, I don't know what the public transportation is, but I would be lying. It is called CATS. So we do have like a trolley system. We have a bus system. We have a train car system now, which pretty much runs through Charlotte. So those are the 3 things that you can take. We also have Uber, and we also have Lime and Bird, which I find to be very convenient living in Uptown, because like I can not want to drive and I'm going like down the street to get some food. Like I would rather take Lime or Bird, which is like scooters. They have like scooters, but you pay, well, you put like $10 on the scooter and then you ride the scooter You just scan the code every time you want to ride. And Bird is also the same way, but Lime has bikes and scooters. But yeah, public transportation is provided here. Not really sure how it works. I think I took the bus like one time when I was here at Johnson C. Smith in college, like in 2011, to go to Walmart to get groceries. That was the only time I took it. That was my last time. Public transportation is not really my thing. So yeah, traffic. Now, traffic is really only bad on 77 in the afternoons. Like, I work in South Carolina, so I have to take 77 to and from work. But in the morning, there's a little bit of traffic trying to get out of North Carolina to get into South Carolina. But in the afternoon, on my way home, I'm in traffic every day for at least like an hour, always on 77. So there is a little bit of traffic. It does move somewhat, but that's the traffic that I experienced. I also been on 85, which there's traffic in the Kannapolis, Concord area more so. And once you get past that, you're kind of moving. Once you get like towards the past the Concord Mills Mall, then you're really out of traffic. But that's really it. But it's just because that Charlotte is doing a lot of construction, not more so on 77, but like on 85, there is like a lot of traffic. They're trying to build bridges, and they've been building those bridges since like 2011, and it is now 2018. And I have left and went to Atlanta and came back to Charlotte, and they're still building. So I'm not really sure what's going on. But in the Kannapolis area, like the beginning of Kannapolis, in between Salisbury and Kannapolis, they're building something there. So there's always traffic right there. But coming into Charlotte, there's a little bit of traffic. But once you get past Concord Mills, you're straight. Okay, so let me say this about dating. I haven't really dated here. I pretty much had a boyfriend almost the whole time I've been here. But I found too recently that like mostly all the people that are here are not really my type of people or people that I would date. I kind of like people that are from up north, like New York. I just like the aura that they give, and I don't know, I haven't dated anybody here. So, or all the people that I have talked to while I was here was probably from like somewhere else. So nobody that was really from here. But dating wise, I don't know, because I really did not date anybody that was from here. Charlotte has many great restaurants. I will say that, like, a lot of good food places are here, like mainly chain restaurants. Like I really like to eat at like places that have like good lamb. So like Chima's is a Brazilian restaurant. It's uptown. They have really good food. Eddie V's, they just opened recently, probably like in the summer. I really like Eddie V's. Their food is really good. It's like prime seafood. You have all kinds of things like Sullivan's, you have your Roost Chris, you have like really good restaurants like that. So I'm a foodie and I love to eat, so those are like some of my choice places to go if I'm trying to splurge and eat good. If you're trying to have a good brunch, I would highly recommend going to Sports One. Sports One is a really great brunch place on Saturdays and also on Sundays. I recommend chicken and waffles. In the afternoon, it's a good place to go to. Like at night, if you want to watch a game, they have good drinks. Strawberry Hennessy. I think it's strawberry lemonade Hennessy or strawberry Hennessy maybe. Bomb, and it gets you toe up. Cost of living here in Charlotte, I would say the cost of living is average. I don't think the cost of living is like high, like how in New York would be. I don't think it's low how Atlanta would be. It's average. I do live uptown and I pay a little under $2,000 to live uptown in a 1-bedroom. So I would say that the cost of living here is average. Now, I will say too, there are a lot of great places that you can live. You have the university area, you have like Noda, you have near South Park. Like if you go towards South Park, you're probably going to be paying a little bit more, but there are like a lot of great areas here that you can live to not pay so much. So I think the cost of living is average. You can find a really nice apartment for not that much. So I don't really think the cost of living is that expensive. Wow. You do have sports teams here. You have the Carolina Panthers, you have the Charlotte Hornets, and we also have the Charlotte Knights. Which is our baseball team. So you have baseball, NFL, and NBA teams here. So you can go to games. Haven't been to a Panthers game yet. I have been to a few Hornets games. I don't drive to the games. If you're trying to go do something uptown, don't drive. Take Uber or call yourself a cab, because it's a lot to get out of those venues like the Epic Center. You don't want to take your car there. Like they do have parking for you. Parking is maybe like $9, maybe 10 to 20 on lit nights, on regular days that nothing's going on. So let me say this, CIAA maybe $20, regular nights $9 or $10. But yeah, if you're going to do something uptown, like if you're trying to go to a football game or whatever you're trying to do, basketball game, you're trying to go to the club, you're trying to go to a club at Epic Center, take Uber. Uber will be your best friend in Charlotte, because you don't want to pay for parking. Like, not that parking is expensive, but it's just really hard. Like, there's not a lot of things to do here, so everybody kind of goes to the same places. So trying to get out of that is like, so you might want to take Uber. Charlotte is a growing city, so like I said before, like a lot of construction, a lot of things being built here. It is like a small Atlanta. Like I will not really compare it to Atlanta, but growing wise, like how big the skyline is in Atlanta, Charlotte is becoming. So if you're coming from a smaller town, it's a great place to elevate and to come to. But if you're coming from a large city, I would not really recommend moving to Charlotte unless you're like from up north and you want a little break from a large city. I would recommend coming to Charlotte. But if you're coming from somewhere where it's really lit and you like and enjoy that scene, then I would not recommend moving here, because there's not a lot going on here. Like, it's stuff going on, but not a lot going on, if you get what I mean. Weather in Charlotte is like so. I say that because when it's cold here, it's cold, but not like up north cold. Like, we have our seasons, but I would not say that Charlotte is like I can probably count on my hands how many times I probably wore a winter coat. Like, it don't be that cold. Like, it be cold, but not like to where you need to pull out your Montclair. Like, yeah. So yeah, weather is so. Like, spring, it's chill. Summer, it's hot, you know, but winter is not too cold. It's not too unbearing. We don't have that much snow. We do get snow, but maybe like an inch, not like no real snow. So we get our seasons, but it's not anything that's like extreme. Yeah, so that's it for this video. If you like videos like this, hit the thumbs up button. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave them in the description box below, or feel free to also email me at letuslaythebrand@gmail.com. And yeah, so hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell. I cannot stress that enough. Hit the subscribe button, guys. I know you like videos from me. Let's go. On the road to 1K.
Run me that money, cause I be the baddie beat. Barbie tanks, banging body beat. Everybody beat on my D. Yo, I gotta be in reality. Suck a D.